Welcome to another Short and Sweet, where the samples and reviews are short.
Well, usually they're short. This one's not short, but it's really sweet that they sent it.
Still really sweet. Tall and sweet. Pause for cork pop. Whoa!
Tall and sweet. We'll just have to rename it. It sounds like...
Aren't you a tall and sweet drink of water?
Sounds like a new dating app.
Tall and sweet.
Something. Now, full disclosure, they did send us this bottle. Didn't ask for this bottle. So fortunate to have this bestowed upon us.
Super happy to have it and to bring this review to you guys.
Weren't sure we were even going to be able to taste it. So yeah, they've only done one other release of the Toasted Sour Mash, and that was in 2019, I believe.
2019. 2014, they kind of kicked off the category with a Toasted Bourbon.
And then we've seen the Toasted Barrel Rye.
Right, yeah.
But this is only the second one of these.
Yeah, 86 proof. It's a little bit lower than what we normally
gravitate towards. Still get so much on the nose.
Wow, is that honey?
So much toasty, honey, marshmallowy. I always get like toasted marshmallows with Michters. That's one of my favorite things about them.
Yeah.
There's a smoky, toasty thing going on.
Graham cracker.
Always.
Teddy Grahams. Honey Grahams, Teddy Grahams type. Yeah.
I feel like those are the signature notes of Michters for me. When I smell graham crackers and toasted marshmallows, which who doesn't like? I mean, maybe you don't, but I do. This one, yeah, it also has like a smoked spice element. It's not the most prominent, but it is in there.
But I also feel like if I get a real deep sniff, and on this lower proof you really can get your nose in there and get a nice deep sniff, I really get the grains. Like I'm getting the grains, but not normally like on a bourbon you say it's grainy, you're getting the corn and it's kind of youthful. That's not what I mean on this at all. I'm really like, you're walking through the field and the wind blows and the grains and then you can smell, I don't know, not to romanticize it too much. To your health.
Oh. Wow. I was really expecting this to be sweeter. It isn't not sweet, but it has a nice smoky note to it, but it's not overpowering. I don't like too much smoke. I think the proof is actually right on this one because it's striking that really nice balance of like the sweetness and the smoke. What do you think?
So here's where my mind went.
Where's it go when I see it working?
First thought was Honey Nut Cheerios, but then it shifted to a nice lightly smoked cocktail, like where you're smoking the cedar chips or oak into the glass, but not not for 10 seconds. You're like just kind of dusting that glass. I'm not really getting the bitters on it, but that's what came to mind.
You know what? I'm 100% on the same page. You just get the aromatics of it and it's really nice. And that is what this reminds me of. But I love that so much. It's like that savory, the best part of the wood notes, and then you get the sweetness and still like the caramel, yummy, again, toasted marshmallow, graham crackers, brown sugar from the whiskey.
Wow. Well, hey, before we go any further, I want to pause and tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the Glencairns that we're drinking from, our water glasses, rocks glasses, copitas, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, bottle cut candles, and more. Always coming soon. That's whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month. And that is where we release our exclusive barrel picks, the opportunity to participate in barrel picks, discounts on our merch at Whisky Ambitions, and more.
Also, and I think it's probably because of the proof, but I'm sort of getting really pronunciating.
What?
Pronouncing. I'm getting sort of a vintage vibe, and I think it's because a lot of vintages that we have are 86 proof, 90 proof, even 80 proof. So maybe the proof is sort of bringing me there, but I also think there's a little bit of a vintagey hint to it.
There is. The smokiness of it, don't hate me for this. I think if you were a Scotch drinker and you wanted to get into bourbon, I would say that if you can find this, because it is not going to be
it's limited.
It is limited. It's not just going to be chilling on a shelf waiting for you.
Right.
But I would say like something like this would be a good stepping stone over. And it is, $100 MSRP. So gotta be intentional about looking for it, I think.
No, I agree with what you're saying because we are drinking a few more scotches these days to prep for going to Scotland next year. And I completely see that.
It also tastes like buttered cookies or something.
Yeah.
Like shortbread. Or,
a little brown butter.
I think for me, at 86 proof, like I'm always gonna want it a little bit higher. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
But I think that when I feel that way normally, it's because I want there to be more to dissect flavor-wise. I think this is doing an excellent job of keeping those layers, even with being, proofed down to 86.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you gotta think the 2019 version of this, it won the Whiskey Exchange. It was crowned Whiskey of the Year, 2019, which marked the first time that a whiskey from the United States ever achieved that honor. So I think that ties into what you were saying with like sort of the Scotch connection.
It feels a bit more
your whiskey
worldly.
Without an E, right?
It feels a bit more worldly.
It does.
I want to put this in our best of contention. However, I am a little concerned that it would be at a disadvantage because a lot of our stuff is going to be 90 proof and above, but I still think it should go in.
When you taste it, it's not going to be like, oh, where's
the proof?
Where's the hug?
Where's the beef?
Yeah, I vote yay too.
Sweet.
Yeah,
All right.
I vote yay.
Well, speaking of short and sweet, that's the short and sweet.
That is the short and
That's
sweet.
the episode.
Hey, if you haven't subscribed to us already, we'd love to have you. You can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Michters. Until next time, drink more bourbon or American whiskey.